Hi, and welcome to LNA Does Audio Stuff. So this workflow can help you not to get distracted about things, getting over creative blocks. So example, if you've been working for a long time and things just start to get too fuzzy in front of you, following these steps can really help you not getting too confused in your head and getting into the goal faster and more efficiently. So that's what's happening. Yes. This video is one of 3 episodes of a new series that I do on this YouTube channel, where I show 3 different workflows on how to go in Ableton Live and how to enhance your creative workflow. I also made it really easy for you that I created this workflow as a PDF file that you can go and download, link down below. Every time that you get blocked, you can just go through the steps, take a step back and think what to do next. So that link down below. I personally use this analogy about creative workflow. So first steps that you need to follow is that we create a foundation. And if we think about a foundation of a house, the foundation of a house needs to be solid, without no cracks and no holes in it, so that we can start building walls and start decorating the walls. After that, the second step is that we start building the walls. The walls is these things that make the song unique. So synth, chord progression, pads, these different melody bits, maybe solo instrument there or there. That's what the walls are made of. And the third point of this workflow is the decoration on the top. So that is kind of the mixing process of the production. So effects or different sample manipulation, making all these different aspects that we have already created more fancy and shiny and pretty. So let's get into this workflow. First step we're gonna do is find sounds that we like. We are not thinking about the final song yet. Do not overthink. Do not think that, there we go. Do not think about the final song yet. We're only concentrating on the sounds in the first point. Something that comes from all Ableton Live versions is this pack called Chop and Swing. So we're gonna just use that as now. You can use whatever samples you feel like is more you. So we're gonna do the foundation first. So first full songs, and we're gonna look for full loops, and we're gonna look for drum loop. Cool, I like that one. I'm gonna look for another one as well, variation of that as well. Kind of like that there. Okay, there we go. Let's recolor that. Okay, so the next thing, I'm gonna just rename that track as drum. The next one is we're gonna look for a bass. Gonna go, yeah, bass loops. And from here, let's look for something cool. How about... Yeah, let's choose this bass in A minor. Next thing, let's not look for a variation for that yet. And then next let's go and find percussion. Yeah, back to drum loops and then percussion, and then look for something. I like that. Next stage is I'm gonna look for variation and edit and manipulate these samples that I like them, so they're a bit more my own. Okay, I want to make it a little bit shorter, so I'm going to just cursor this. And then let's just do the same with everything else. Yeah, I like that one as it is. So it's automatically warped it quite heavily. What's the original like? It's much faster. I actually might want to bring this up. Let's go for like 110. Okay, so little variations to the bass. Actually make the first one just the 2 bars. Okay, and I copied it, and then I'm gonna create a variation of this. And then I'm gonna have one where it's the full length. So 3 different versions of it. Okay, the next step of this workflow is we're still on the actually foundation of the house. So we need to now look, how do these sound fit together? So I'm gonna start from the scene 5, start adding, trying to match them up, pair them up. So let's just try the first sample and then see what other samples kind of fit with that. So we have the first one. I feel like the second bass sample could fit with that. So let's try the first bass sample and then that kind of fill type of drum. No, that's not fitting at all. How about this last drum? Fit here. And then let's just see if this and that bass. So I'm just going to copy that together. Let's see that if they fit together. Okay, so we have now 3 scenes. So we have that one, and that one. That sample, it didn't really fit there at all, but we can leave them there for now. I'm actually feeling this. We found samples, we create variations, we fitted them together. Now, still not think about the final song. We're gonna now just organize a song structure into this session view, not into arrangement view, just session view. So what I want to do is that I'm gonna start with these 2 samples. I feel like they could be intro. I go to the first scene, I rename that intro. I feel like this could be an intro. Intro. Okay, then I'm gonna look for what comes after that. Maybe this section? Yes. There's something missing from that, but in this point, I don't want to look for what is missing. I'm still going on the foundation. Maybe the thing that is missing is on the walls, on the ceiling. It's not on the foundation. So that could be a verse. Then I feel like these 3 could be the chorus. So basically the pieces that I already fitted together, they are intro, verse, and chorus. I want to create another drop, which might be these 2. Verse 2, and then verse 2.2. So I just copied this here. I don't know if they fit together, and then let's just copy the chorus again. Yeah. Intro, verse, chorus, verse 2, verse 2.2, and chorus. Could work. Okay, so we have created a kind of very grounding idea of what our song could be like. Now we're gonna take the amazing step and we're gonna record this version into arrangement view. I'm gonna stop all the clips. I'm gonna press the global recording button from the top and start playing the song. I'm actually really feeling this. This is really fun. Hey, in this point, please subscribe to this channel. Please share it. Please hit the bell icon. And also, hey, please remember to ask me a Q&A question, because end of every single video, I pick one of the questions down below that you have commented and asked, and I will answer it end of every single video. So there will be an answer to a question end of this video as well. So go and ask me anything down below. Okay, let's get back to the video. Okay, I'm gonna go to arrangement view, and now this is what we have in here. So I'm gonna just go and activate the arrangement view. So that's the funny little button there. There we go, now we have this active. And you can see that what I have recorded here. Now it's time for us to kind of start arranging this in this view. Again, don't think like, yes, it's missing things. Yeah, we need to add stuff, but don't think about that yet. We just need to get the kind of structure, that foundation still good. in this point. So what we need to do is now add time, delete time, just make sure that all the measurements of the structure is good. This song is only 1 minute and 40 in this point, so I want at least 3 minutes and a half to have it as a pop song. Let me show how that is done. I would say that we could just start with the clapping situation. So I would say this is the intro. So I'm actually gonna go to the top bar, right click where I want, and add a locator, and I'm gonna write down intro. And then I'm gonna write down again verse 1. Okay. So then we go add locator and then bridge 1. And I could actually double this. I think it's a bit short. So I'm gonna go and to the top bar, and I'm gonna find edit and duplicate time here. So then now this is double the length. Okay, I think chorus is also a bit short, so I could just easily double the chorus. It might be that it's gonna be too long now, but let's see. Then how long is our first verse? Is about 8 bars, same as here. Great. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna double the bridge again, and also add the markers. So chorus 1, verse 1. No, that's verse 2. There we go. I'm just gonna actually add only this space here, and we're gonna create like a C part situation, which could be about 7. What length is good? Maybe here. And I'm just gonna copy the chorus and take that in, and we are exactly in 3 minutes and a half. There we go. And there we go. We have a structure done. Next point of creating a structure is I'm gonna add gaps. So instead of adding, I'm still not adding stuff. Try not to add and overthink. We are still not adding, we're actually still cutting instead of adding stuff. Maybe a little gap there. Yeah. And then definitely a little gap here. And I'm gonna continue doing this for every end section, even in the middle of the chorus. And the next thing, we're gonna start building the walls. And what adding walls means that we're gonna start thinking, what does it need? I feel like it needs pads, it might need a melodic thing. So example, in a song like this, it's most likely that some kind of like chord progression would be a best way to go forward. I like the old school roles. I have added the appreciator and chord to the channel. The bass says that it's in E flat, so I just need to find E flat on the keyboard. Let's just play. So that sounds example very cool. And then let's try with the appreciator. And then for the C part, I'm gonna just take those or cut it a little bit. But again, this is just giving us a vibe. And then after, after this workflow, I will start thinking like, which are the sounds that I don't like? But this just helps me to create a song without overthinking it, because it's easier to say what you don't like than what would you like to add. It's much harder that way. So it's easier to just put things out there and be like, no, this is not what I like, okay? It's easier to customize after that. What we just need to do is the last thing, which is the decorating. So adding the stuff around it to make it shiny and pretty. And it's good not to change sounds too early, because you don't know, like after you have created the sounds, these kind of mixing elements of the production can change the sound so much that you actually like it. So let's put example chorus on it. See, as soon as I put chorus on it, it just sounds so much better. Or if I put a flanger, just even putting it on a track already made it so much cooler. Then let's put an auto pan, create some movement. Here. Let's add an echo as well. Okay, so let's say this is something that I'm really into. I'm using a lot of CPU, having so much echo and flanger and chorus and stuff. So now what I want to do is just click that, go freeze track, let it load, and then we go to the track again, right click it, and then we flatten it. And what's happened now is that all the plugins has disappeared, but we only have the track that we have created. Repeat the same process to all the aspects that I've created. In this point now, I start changing the sounds that I don't like. So even if I add effects to it and I still can't make it sound good, then I change the sound, I try different synths, what kind of fits the track sound, and then I start customizing. And then, example, just before I start the mixing process of the song, I can just flatten all the tracks, make sure that I'm happy with them, and then I start actually mixing it, do the levels, do EQs, compressors, all these things to actually like finish up the song. Okay, so hey, let's get to the weekly question of the week. Mad to Bleed Records have asked me, I love your setup. What studio monitors do you have? These old things? They are Yamaha HS7s. They're absolute beauties. I'm so happy with them. So I have also done a video about these monitors, how to set them up and box opening and stuff like that. I feel like comparing to some of the ones that are very trendy speakers right now, these Yamaha HS7s, they're really good value for money. That's what I think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, please hit the bell icon, please share, and come here next week because I'll be here again every single Sunday. Okay, bye.